What's up YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at Major Glory. She is currently in the item shop. She is in a common outfit. She is part of the Fortnite Champion Series set. So without further ado guys, let's get this review started. So, the Major Glory. Now Major Glory is actually the FNCS Chapter 2 of Season 7's final exclusive skin that we are receiving during this season. Now we did get introduced into the first one, which was called the Champion during Chapter 2 of Season 6. And I believe now they're doing this with every season. It's actually a nice change of pace, and the skin itself do use different models, but they do have the FNCS curse scheme, which is actually very cool. So what are my thoughts about it? Honestly, they should have done this a while back. They should have done this with the beginning of Chapter 2, which would have been really cool, since we did get, like in Chapter 2, Season 2, those golden FNCS curse schemes, which they would have looked very good with outfits. Now the idea is newly fresh, but I do like it. They are only released during certain times, so by Sunday, if you haven't purchased it, it's gonna leave the item shop and it's never gonna return. That makes it very difficult because you do have to be aware of that, so you do have to save your V-Bucks when it comes down to the FNCS finals, so you could actually collect them. So what's my final rating for Major Glory? I'm gonna have to give Major Glory a 10 out of 10. This is actually one of those instances that they actually used the curse schemes flawlessly. The green, black, and even the white curse scheme match really well and mix very well. They are using a different model this time around, which is actually very cool, and I do believe that this one is better than the one they did use last time. Now if they do keep this up, I would have liked it if they would have made a male counterpart as well to just balance it between both male and female. It would have been that hard, since you do have like different models you could have used from and just give them the same curse scheme. But this time around it's just a female, so it is what it is. So without further ado guys, let's get these combos started. Now for our first combination with Major Glory, we are going to pair it up with no backlink. Now the reason I'm not using a backlink is because this is a traditional sweaty skin, or they're at least trying to do that. Now the skin itself is actually very clean, and you really don't need a backlink if you don't want to. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going with the hook slicer. Now the hook slicer itself is a harvesting tool you could obtain right now in the item shop, and for 500 V-Bucks it matches perfectly. The green aesthetics and then even the grip being white and black just goes perfectly with the outfit. Then for the control, we're going to be going with the retro sci-fi. Now the retro sci-fi itself looks very clean. I do like it with the whole radiation leaving the body, and it just matches perfectly with the green aesthetics. Then for the glider, we're going to be going with the wasp. Now the wasp glider itself is just a glider for the Chapter 1 glider design with the black and green color scheme that goes really well with this combination. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going with the cold green. Now the cold green itself is just codex going across the weapon wrap that is green, which goes really well with the aesthetics. Then for next combination with Major Glory, we're going to be pairing it up with the Bag of Shadows. Now the Bag of Shadows itself is a very subtle backlink but effective. The black design with green just goes perfectly with her pants. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going with the fresh cut. Now another simplistic harvesting tool. The fresh cut itself with the simple green design with black just goes perfectly with the outfit. And for the control, we're going to be going the Doom Drop. Now the Doom Drop itself does have this very cool like alchemist powers on her hands that is green, which just looks very clean. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the servo. Now the servo glider itself does have this very cool black and green color scheme that overall fits very well. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the bubbly. Now the bubbly wrap itself is just self-explanatory. The green aesthetics was a no-brainer whenever you are pairing it up with the Major Glory herself. Then for our next combination with Major Glory, we're going to be pairing it up with the Rainbow Clover. Now again, a very sweaty backlink. The Rainbow Clover was just needed with this combination, and it was the first thing I actually thought when I did see this skin in the leaks. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the Med-Axe. Now for the Med-Axe, we're going to be going the Toxin edit style, since you do have this black and green color scheme that just goes perfectly with the outfit. Then for the control, we're going to be going with the Virulent Flames. Now the flames themselves is just green, so it matches perfectly with the green aesthetics. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the one shot, the most simplistic glider in this set. Now the one shot glider itself is an all matte black finished glider that goes really well with this whole combination because of the pants she is wearing. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the Neon Venom. Now it's actually difficult to actually find wraps that go really well with the outfit, since it's more like a lambish green, but the Neon Venom fits very well even though it's not the same greenish. Then for our next combination with Major Glory, we're going to be pairing it up with the Base Camp Bag. Now for the base cam bag, we're going to be going with the Ultra Ego edit style, since it does make the back itself into a green and black. Normally I wouldn't go for backlinks like these, but they actually looks very cool with the outfit itself, and it makes a little bit of sense. Then for the harvesting tool, we're gonna be going the block blades. Now I am not a fan of dual wielding harvesting tools, never have, but the block blades, you have to admit, they look very clean with this combination. Then for the control, we're going to be going with the spectral essence. Now the spectral essence itself is a simplistic control. It is just a wind control that is white, which goes really well with the shirt she is wearing. Then for the glider, we're going to be going the fluorescent flyer. Now the fluorescent flyer itself is just a chapter 2 glider design with a black and green color scheme that goes perfectly with the outfit. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the heartbeat. Now the heartbeat wrap itself is just a heartbeat that you do have on the weapon wrap. It is all black and it does have that little line going across it that fits really well because of the color scheme that the skin does have. Then for our next combination with the Major Glory, we're going to be pairing it up with the Rogue Spider Shield. Now for the Rogue Spider Shield, you could go with the default letter cell, which I think it is the best option, but I just wanted to actually make that black pop, so I went with the black and green. The combinations of colors with this combination just goes perfectly with this set. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going with the Cosmic Cleavers. Now for the Cosmic Cleavers, just goes perfectly with this combination just because it does have that green aesthetic in black. Then for the control, we're going to be going with the Sith Streak. Now with this combination, I'm going for a more futuristic feel to it, and the Sith Streak just matches perfectly. Then I am going to be going with a futuristic feel that, like I mentioned previously, so the Aurora glider just was needed. The black, green, and even white aesthetic look of the glider goes perfectly with the shirt she is wearing and the green aesthetics. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going the core. Even though for the core we do have that neon green color scheme, you do have the wrap that does have black in the background with white, which goes perfectly with this combo. Then for our last combination with the Major Glory, we're going to pair it up with the Protocol pack. Now for the pack itself, we're going to be going with everything green. As you can tell, this is the new acquired backline we did obtain with the crew pack, and it's just making combinations even simpler. The Protocol pack just looks very good and matches perfectly. Then for the harvesting tool, we're going to be going the harmonic access. Now I really do like the harmonic access with this combination just because it matches perfectly with the flames it does have or smoke of the backline. And talking about smoke, we're going to be going the Phantasm for the control. The Phantasm control is just ectoplasm leaving the body, but it is greenish, so it fits really well. Then for the glider, we're going to be going with the Ollie. Now for Ollie, we're going to be going with the Ghost Edicel since it does make the little fluff ball all green. I just love Ollie and I just want to incorporate it in this combination. Then for the wrap, we're going to be going with the Code Green yet again. Now the animation of the Code Green goes perfectly with this combination just because of the green aesthetics with black. Now for the honorable mentions with the Major Glory, you could pair it up with anything that does have green. Anything with black or white or a combination of all three colors is gonna match perfectly with this skin. Now those were the 6 combinations I did find for Major Glory. Let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite. And if you guys are new to my channel, subscribe. I post videos of fake cosmetic skins every single day. And if you guys want to support the channel, my code is ENIGMAKIDD, all caps, 2 D's all together. Each time you guys use my code near the item shop or the Epic Games Store, I do get a small percentage of it, and it really helps this channel grow. And if you guys have any combo suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And for all my social media and Discord, they'll be in the description. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.